Doggy's joining us. All right, so just laying down onto our back. We're going to have our knees bent to begin with. Just walk your feet just further away from your glutes so that they're roughly stacked underneath your knees. Pop your hands on top of your hip bones and just allow your shoulders to melt down. I'm just going to let some more people in. Take a few nice deep breaths just here, just to anchor in. And good morning, Joe.
Hi.
Welcome.
Sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. I'll just pop you on mute. We're starting on the ground.
Great, thank you.
All righty. As you take some nice deep breaths in, feel the sides of the body expand, and exhaling through the mouth. We're in our neutral spine. As you exhale each time, I want you to pull your belly button deeper, softening through the rib cage. Take one full deep breath here. With your hands still connected onto your hip bones, see if you can float right leg up into tabletop. Pull your belly deep and then float your left. Release your hands down by your sides and just adjust through the shoulders there. We're going to float right knee out towards the side. Keep your left still in space. And then as you exhale, bring it on back. Alternating sides, just being really careful of any movement through the pelvis. So we want to just keep both hip bones anchored down onto the mat. Moving within your range here, but maintaining integrity of the pelvis and the spine here. Exhale to bring it in. Inhale as you take it out. Last 4 and 3, 2. Once you bring this last one back in, we'll take it into toe taps. So just tapping down towards the mat. Don't hover for too long and then bring it back up. Pull your belly in. If you can start to feel it a little bit into your lower back or any sort of arching through the lower back, I want you to shorten your range. I'm going to let Kim in. Continue going for a few breaths here. Hey Kim, join us. We're just doing some toe taps.
Sorry, Zoom just not participating this morning. I'll catch you up.
No worries, all good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Hover your hands right above your shoulders, active hands. We're going to take right arm behind us as we tap left foot behind, little tap, and then exhale as you wrap everything back in. So stretch opposite arm, we're alternating sides. And again, moving within your range. So if you can start to feel your ribs popping, just shorten your range where you're reaching your arm back. Feel for a nice heaviness across the back. We've got 3 here. Reach long out of your fingertips. And the last one here. Pop your hands down, reach long, and now curl your head and shoulders off. Take your eye gaze towards your belly button, and we're going to pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3. Hold up. Can you reach a little higher, longer? and relax all the way down. Just bring your knees into your chest. Draw a couple of circles around. It's a nice way to come in, Kim, straight for hundreds. Let's do that again. Bring your knees back into your tabletop. Hover your hands and now curl your head and shoulders up. Last one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Lift higher. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold up. Reach long and relax. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pop your legs into tabletop and then interlace your hands at your head. Thumbs will run down the base of your neck. Now, if you need at any point, please modify with your feet flat. And we're going to lift our head, take your eye gaze towards your belly button and watch yourself pull deep and then lower with control. Just finding this movement through the thoracic back and curl up and exhale. Exhale as you curl on up. Keep reaching your elbows forward slightly. Head is heavy in your hands. Curl on up. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Curl on up. Couple more here. Lower with control. Last 2. Squeeze, pull down deep. And 1. This time we're going to add our toe taps. We're going to curl up, tap your right toe down, and then lower as you come up. And swapping over, left foot and lower. If your back and your neck are feeling quite good this morning, then I invite you to just come straight into your single leg stretch. So as you curl up, stretch one leg long and then lower with control. Please just listen to your body. See what feels right. Don't feel the need to rush into the advanced version straight away. Stay connected to your breath. Exhale. Just check in. Is head heavy in your hands? Let's go for 4. And 3. 2. 1. Stay here. Grab a hold of your knee. Can you curl up a little bit? And swap. Inhale and swap. Exhale. Inhale and swap. Good. Pick up the pace if that feels right. Stay with your breath for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last 1. Bring your knees into your chest and lower. So from here, we're coming straight into our double leg stretch. Please just know and remember, you can keep your head down, your head connected down. Just have a quick watch. You're going to reach your arms up, legs up to the sky, and then you'll sweep your arms around as you curl on up. You'll lower the head, stretch your legs long, pull your belly in, sweep, and then curl up. All right. If you need to pop your head down in between, you can. Otherwise, you're going to stay with me. Stay curled up, look towards your belly, and then wrap. Nice. Try to get those shoulder blades right off. Exhale. Last 3 and sweep. 2, 1, and fabulous work. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pop your feet down, take your arms out to the side. Knock your knees over towards one side, turn your head away. And up and over to the other side. I just remembered, Kim, when you have a chance, grab a hold of a towel, if you've got one close by, and a pillow as well. Beautiful. All right. So when you're ready, grab a hold of your pillow. Ladies in the room, we'll grab our ball, pop it in between our inner thighs. So just a small pillow, nothing too big. And then bring your feet hip width distance. You should be able to brush your Achilles so that you're in the right position here. Popping your hands down by your side. Shoulders are nice and open. And then just begin to imprint your spine. So pull your belly in, press lower back down, and then take your pelvis into anterior tilt. So finding that arch through the lower back. Let's do that again. So imprinting the spine and taking it away. Little squeeze throughout the inner thighs as you do this. You'll inhale to shift forwards, and then exhale as you pull belly in. And just taking a few moments just to feel, notice what you notice as you take it from one extreme to the other here, without jamming into the back, obviously. Beautiful. Last one here, full breath. And then finding your neutral spine. We're going to take our hip bridge. So begin to scoop the pelvis and then take the hips up to the sky. A little squeeze through your pillow. Then just coming up to the shoulders. Just make sure that the neck is nice and light. Give your pillow 3 little squeezes up at the top. 1, 2, 3. And then rolling on down. Try to articulate through the spine. Take it really slow, and then once you come down at the bottom, take a breath in. Exhale, scoop and lift. Just coming to the backs of the shoulders, not onto the neck. Holding here, take a breath in, and then exhale, 3 little squeezes. Rolling on down. Let's do that again. So we're adding the breath in with those squeezes. Inhale, exhale, come on up. Take a sip of air in up at the top. Exhale, squeeze. Continue rolling down. A couple more here. Press through the 4 points of the feet. Try not to clench through the toes. Exhale. Rolling on down. Keeping those hip bones nice and even. Let's do one more here, and then we're going to hold up at the top. Squeeze and lift and exhale. Hold it here. We're going to drop the bum halfway and then squeeze up at the top. And drop and squeeze. Drop and squeeze. Try to maintain an even amount of pressure through your pillow as you drop and lift. 5. Drop down and squeeze. 4. Drop down. 3. And 2. 1. Squeeze 3 times. Here we go. And rolling on down. Beautiful work. Fabulous. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Pop the ball to the side for the moment. Grab a hold of underneath your thighs, and then let's rock and roll up and down. Keep your chin just lightly drop down. And then once you can build enough momentum, come all the way up to the top. We'll come onto our hands and our knees. So flipping over onto the hands and the knees. Stack your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Knees are stacked underneath your hips. Spread evenly through your fingers so that you take some pressure out of your wrists. And then we're just going to move into a very small protraction, retraction through the shoulders. So I want you to drop down slightly, almost as if you're winging through the shoulders. Keep your neck nice and long, and then press through your hands as you lift up, almost doming through your upper back. What I want you to be mindful of is that this doesn't become about the lower belly. So keeping everything tucked in or wrapped in through the belly, and you're sliding down and up. Just a very small movement. If this feels too challenging to be on your hands and knees doing this, you can actually do it sitting up, and you can just slide the palms forward and back. So just do a couple of breaths here. Sliding straight down and then lifting up. Last 2 and 1. And then finding somewhere in between so that we aren't completely rounded through the upper back and we're not completely sinking down, winging. The hand that's closest to the front, I want you to pop it out to the side roughly, almost on a 45-degree angle. Flip your thumb up to the sky. So that will be your left, yep, and then your right, other hand. Yep, hand closest to the front. We're gonna lift the arm straight up towards shoulder height and then tap it down. Beautiful. Staying strong through your supporting shoulder. Just notice if the hips want to sag down into one side. We want to feel the same amount of strength with our 4 table legs as we do with 3. That's what we're working up towards anyway. A little squeeze and lower. Squeeze and tap. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Slide your hands straight up to the top of the mat and then just plug the shoulder back into its pocket, and then we're going to lift and lower. Continue spreading and pressing down through your supporting hand. Can get a little bit wristy, I know. We're only going to be here for a couple more. Last 3 and 2. Keep pulling belly in. Hold this one here, and we're going to pulse it up and up. Allow this movement to come from the back of the shoulder. 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Now sweep it around. Flip your palm down. Bring it up through the front. Thumb to the sky, and then flip your palm back. Beautiful. Sweep it down and around. Thumb to the sky. Flat palm, and then sweep it around. Beautiful. And down, so getting that full range here. Keep shoulders glued down. We've got 1 more here. And then relax down. Pop your hand back down. Take a little child's pose. Stretch through the arms. If you need to roll your wrists or do anything, just to release through the hands. And then when you're ready, not too much of a rest, come back onto all 4s. Take your second arm out to the side. I'm going to spin around for my ladies at home. And then we're going to lift up and down. So palm to the ceiling for this one. Thumb to the ceiling for this one. It's coming out on that 45-degree. Just notice if there's other parts of your body trying to clench or work over time. We just want to really focus on stability through the shoulder or through the lats here. No sliding around through the wing. Fabulous. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide it straight to the front and little lift and lower. So I know for me that I have to shorten my range for this because my shoulder does not behave. As soon as I lift it overhead, it'll want to slide forwards. So that sounds like you. Just tiny lifts. Last 3 and 2. Hold this next one up. We've got pulses and pulse. Nice long neck. Stay strong. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it here and then sweep it down and around. Back up through the center. Thumb to the ceiling and then around. I want you to almost feel as if you're squeezing through the backs of the shoulders as you bring it behind you. All while breathing at the same time. That would be nice. Beautiful. Let's go 2 more here. Lovely. And 1. Woo. Bring both hands down, just wriggle through the spine. We'll take a cat-cow. Inhale, take the belly forwards, open through the chest, and then exhale, round. A couple more like that, just to reset through the spine. If you need to move into the sides, get as wild as you want. Beautiful. Let's just come to a neutral spine here. So the hand that's closest to me, so the first arm that you worked, I want you to slide your hand down towards the mat, palm to the sky, and then almost as if you're coming into a child's pose, you're going to turn your cheek away from the hand. So you should be able to feel that stretch all through that working armpit, maybe even all the way down. If you can't get your cheek down, it might just be your forehead or your temple. Sending your hips up to the sky. You might even be able to feel it come all the way down into your hip flexor. Lovely. Slowly bring yourself back up and then take it to the other side, sliding that second arm down and then bringing your cheek. Nice deep breaths here. Fabulous. When you're ready, slide that arm back. Walk your hands forwards and then we'll make our way onto our front. Stretch your legs out nice and long. And then we'll bring our hands to stack one on top of the other. Press the tops of your feet firmly into the mat. Pubic bone is anchored. Elbows are nice and wide. And then just bring your forehead to rest. So here, as you're laying down, you might be able to just feel your shoulders slightly round and folding forwards. Because we're going to move through a lot of upper back and chest work, we're going to continually check in that your shoulders are wrapping back and down. I constantly have to check in with myself as well because they'll always tend to creep up by my ears. So pressing firmly into the palms and then rolling those shoulders back. Just to begin, we're going to lift the head, a small chest lift as you press the hands down. And then lowering with control. As you come on up, take a breath in, lengthen your tailbone away from you, and then lowering all the way down. So neck is beautiful giraffe neck. Think very long. Eye gaze will just stay down. And notice if you switch off lower belly transverse, how it will tend to come straight into your lower back. Legs are active, as I said before. Let's just do 3 more here. I want to make sure that our spine is lubricated, ready for all our back extension work. Lost count because I'm just blubbering on. Let's just do 1 more here. All right, take your arms out straight. So into a V shape, either ends of the mat, and then pop your palms flat. So keep your head down to begin with, and we're just going to lift our arms, pull your belly in as they hover just to shoulder height, and then relax down. Let's do that again. Legs are active. Lift those arms. Everything stays down though. Little lifts, little lower. If you've got any previous shoulder injuries or anything like that, if it feels like your shoulder is catching a little bit in this position, you're just going to take your arms a little wider, so more into a T shape rather than a V. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's go 5 more here. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hover the arms, lift it up now as if you're doing a lat pull down. Pull your fists down towards your shoulders. Let's reach the arms long. Take a breath in and then pull down as you exhale. Really engage through the belly. I want you to feel as if you're lifting up off the mat. Squeeze down. And keeping your head down or connected onto the mat to begin with is quite nice. If this feels right for you, I continue with this. Otherwise, I want you to really engage through the legs. The next time you pull down, you're going to add a little chest lift. Reach your arms and then a little lift through the chest. Please keep your eye gaze down and reach. Beautiful. You're still getting that workout. Very similar if you're doing a lat pull down, sitting at the machine. Last 3 and 2. Beautiful. And 1. Beautiful work. Have a little rest. Make that pillow with your hands and just release through the legs. You need to windscreen wiper through the legs. Just take it from side to side there. Alrighty, taking your arms now out into a goalpost shape. So elbows at same level as your shoulders here. We're gonna add our chest lift here. Hopefully our spine is nice and warm. We're gonna float the head, the shoulders, the elbows. We're gonna take it up and then we're gonna extend the arms. See if you can lift up a little higher as you reach your fingertips to your feet. Bring your arms back into your goalpost and then lower with control. So we're just moving within our range. We inhale, exhale, reach behind, squeeze. Inhale back, exhale lower. So I know, because I'm one of the best cheaters, I'm constantly catching myself cheating all the time. What I tend to do, I want you to be mindful if you're doing it too, as you reach back and you lift up a little taller, are you completely taking it into your lower back? I'm good at doing that. What I find challenging for myself is to make my range smaller. Keep pressing the backs of your feet into the mat. We've just got 3 more here. Last 2. Lovely. 1. Squeeze. Back and lower. Really, really nice work. Again, if you need to release through the lower back, windscreen wiper. And then we are going to make our way onto our side. So we're going to roll over this way. Knees are nice and bent, stacked, one on top of the other. Just move this ball out of the way. And then coming on down. So shoulders, hips, ankles are all stacked. Just make sure that you've got a little bit of space, of internal lift here. Just going to open and release through the shoulders here. Opening as wide as you can. Eye gaze will follow our book opening. Lovely. Inhale to open. Exhale. If it's comfy, Joe, bringing that hand down there. Or is it more comfortable on there? Yeah, and then stack. Yeah. One at a time. And then keep your right hand down. That's it, yeah. It's all right. It's all right. And then close. It's like a book opening. Yeah, that's it. Lovely. So the next time you bring your arm forwards, we're going to take it up to the top of the mat, so a full circle up behind you, and then you'll circle it down and then around. We're just drawing some circles. If you're quite tight through the shoulders and throughout underneath the armpits, it's a really good one. So we'll roughly do about 3 in one direction. And then once you get back to the start, then you are going to reverse. 3 back the other way. Lovely. Oops. Beautiful. Last one there, and then rolling over to the other side. Excuse my back. Just going to take it straight over. We've got our book openings. Try to keep your head down. Opening through the second side and then closing. Exhale, close. 2 more here. Exhale. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Once you bring it around, sweep your arm up to the top of the mat and then sweep it all the way around. Oh yes, I can feel it in this side, that's for sure. 3 circles, clockwise, anti-clockwise. And make sure you reverse those. Last 2 or 1. Once you finish those circles, please roll onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. And give yourself a little massage. And then we're going to make our way all the way to a seated position. Now, if you've got your hand weights / your towel, grab a hold of that. And then ladies here, we've got our band. So seated is fine. If not, kneeling. If kneeling is going to be a struggle, you can always just come to a chair at home. So I'm going to demonstrate with this. It's going to be a little bit odd. And you might be able to see my friends over here doing. So you're going to hold on to your strap, both straps. If you want to go more advanced, 1 strap if you want to go lighter. So rotator cuff exercise, glue your elbows in, and then you're going to just open and close. I want you to imagine that you've got 2 newspapers glued underneath your armpits. You're trying to hold them there. Now, obviously, with my prop, I'm not going anywhere. So it's just that internal feeling of pulling the towel apart and then releasing. So a little pull and then release. Now, have you lost activation through your belly? I want you to feel as if you're zippering up, keeping your chest nice and proud. Lovely. Pulling it apart. Lovely. And then release. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Just a release there. Now we're going to take our arms up overhead for our lat pull down. Now we were doing a lot of the behind, laying on our bellies. We're going to do this one in front. So with the towel, I want you to feel as if you're pulling it apart. Now with your band, you're going to stretch it and then take your elbows wide. Bring it in front for this one. Your hand weights, obviously, you're going to do the same thing. Just pull your arms down. Now we did all of this lat stability work earlier on our hands and knees. So as you continue doing this, I want you to feel your wings sitting right on top of your rib cage. All of this work is coming all from here, all from the sides and the back. Last 3 and squeeze. Good. Keep your elbows wide. And yeah. 2, 1. Hold your arms up, lengthen through your knuckles or maybe fingertips. We're going to take it up and over for side bend. And then exhale, pull it back. Reset through the shoulders, drop them down, and then take it up and over. Exhale. Set those shoulders down. Continue to remind yourself, do not wear your shoulders as earrings. Last 3 and 2. Oh yes, those arms are working today. 1 and pop it down. Have a little rest there. Just roll your shoulders back and down. Bring your arms up and over again. We're going to add a little rotation again so you can hold onto your ropes, onto your weights. You're going to add a little rotation and then exhale, bring it back. Let's do over to the other side and just notice there's not going to be a whole heap of range. Your hip flexors and the muscles that help you rotate are going to switch on as well. Exhale, pull your belly in. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, beautiful work. Pop that down. Let's get rid of that. Roll your shoulders back and down a couple times. So we're going to make our way onto our hands and our knees again for some leg extension work. So if you need to come onto your elbows for this, you can. Or if you've got like a little box or something to come onto, you can use it as well. So I'll just show you. So you can be here or you can come up. So choose your poison. And then we're just going to tuck our toes under and then see if you can just hover your knees. You're going to pull your belly up, hover, keep your neck long, try not to look underneath. If you're on your hands, spread your fingers, ground down through your knuckles, the back of the knuckles, and then lower all the way down, little tap. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift up. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. I'm going to come onto my hands. We're going to do that one more time. And inhale, lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. So the leg that is closest to the front, I want you to stretch it out. Just drop that hip down, square off through your hips. We're going to flex our foot and then paint it up the wall behind you and then tap it down. So just notice when it is flexed. You might notice that you kind of stop sooner than you think. If you have a tendency of kind of lifting right up and arching through the back, this one's a good one. Flexing the foot is good. It's just going to stop you a little earlier. Heel is lifting up to hip height. And it goes without saying, if you're at home and you need that extra support on your knees, just pop a pillow underneath or extra towels or anything like that. Little lift and lower. Pull your belly in. Last 3 and 2. Hold it here, bend your knee, keep your foot flexed. We're going to drop the knee down and then lift as if you're stamping your foot up to the ceiling. The leg's going to start shaking now. I want you to hug your supporting hip in towards the midline, hinging from that hip joint. Oh yes. Let's keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this next one up here, flex and pulse, little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this one here. Now bring your heel into your bum. Little squeeze. Little squeeze. Oh, yes. Forgot what these felt like almost. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Last 4, 3, stay with the breath. 2, 1, release and down. Ooh. Sit back, roll the wrists, do what you need to do. Prepare yourself mentally. We're going to have to do that again. Going to make it nice and even on both sides. All righty. Actually, I might just pad up my knees. My knees are feeling a little bit. All righty. We know what's coming. Mental, prepare. Let's do it. Before we do, tuck your toes under. We're going to come up into that little hover plank. Here we go. We're going to lift. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Take a breath in. Let's do that again. And up. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, second leg. Stretch it out. Activate the front and the back. Glute is engaged. And then we float that heel up and lower. Little lift and lower. I've just noticed we're all color coordinated in the room. Very pleased about this. Next week at home, I'll give you guys the colors so we can all color coordinate. Oh gosh. Pull your belly in. Now you're supporting hip. Hug it in. No leaning off to one side. Control it on the way up, control on the way down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here, bend your knee and tap it down, straight up. Notice if those shoulders are starting to give a little bit. If you're on your hands, you may need to come down to your elbows. Little squeeze up at the top. Press and lower. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Last 4 and 3, 2. Hold it here. We're going to pulse just from that hip. Yes, yes, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it in and in. Heel to bum. Don't drop through the belly. Stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Take a wide child's pose. A well-deserved rest and stretch is here. Take some nice deep breaths here. Walk your hands nice and close in towards yourself and then spin all the way around. Do a nice glute stretch, so I'll face the front. So we'll bring one leg up and over, ground both hips down and then hug that knee in. We're going to rotate towards your knee. So if you've got right leg, twist towards the right. Grow nice and tall as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, twist a little deeper. One more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. As you bring it back towards the front, pop this leg onto the inside, the inner seam of the thigh, and then just see if you can sort of relax through the hip flexor. So it's not easier said than done. Walk your fingertips forward and feel as if you're hinging over that leg. You'll feel all through the back of the hamstrings. And then see if you can just release through the head. And coming on up, let's take it straight to the other side. Stretch that leg out long, up and over. Big hug and twist. You can use your backhand to prop you up a little taller. Coming through back to the front, and then take that leg up and over. Try to square your hips off and relax this leg. Start to creep forwards until you can feel that hamstring starting to talk to you. And rolling on up as you exhale, crossing your legs over, and then we'll take it up and over for a lovely mermaid stretch. Drop that shoulder down. And then inhale to come up, exhale up and over. One more here on each side. Sweep it over. And fabulous, fabulous work. Thank you to everyone at home and thank you to everyone in studio. Thanks so much.